Hello everyone, it's me Sayuj and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to make a neumorphic SignIn and SignUp screen. So, without further ado, let's get started. To start, code with me. Go to the link. So, go to the source code link in the video description and change the project branch to project setup and download the zip file so you can get the project setup. As you come here, please don't forget to start the repo and follow me on GitHub. So let me quickly explain the project setup. In the assets folder, inside there is an image folder and we have 3 images of Facebook, Google and Twitter, and we have imported that in the pubspec.yaml file as assets/images. And in the constants folder, there is a constant.dart file. In that, we have assigned all the colors used in this app and given a default app padding. So, this is only for our project setup. So, now let's start to code. In this video, we have to create this design. The SignIn Screen and the SignUp Screen. This is a neumorphic design and we are not using any packages. We are just giving the decoration to the containers and making the design as neumorphic. So, to start code, go to the main.dart file and just remove these comments. Change the title to Neumorphic SignIn and SignUp. Next, delete this class. Okay, let's first create the SignIn screen. For that, just remove this from my home page and let's create the screens. In the libraries folder, let's create a new directory and name it as screens. Inside screens, let's create the first screen, that is SignIn. So that we create another directory and name it as SignIn. Inside the SignIn directory, let's create a Dart file and name it as SignIn Screen. Let's import Flutter material.dart. Let's create a stateless widget and name it as SignIn Screen. Let's import this screen to our main.dart file. Now, let's run this app. Okay, our app is running. Let's wait. Our app has been reloaded. Our project has been started in the emulator. Now, let's remove this debug banner. For that, here, debug shortcut banner to false. Just reload. Yes, banner is gone. Now go to the SignIn Screen and change the container to. Okay, let's check the design first. Okay, in the background it has a gradient. So let the container itself, and inside the container let's have a decoration, box decoration, and let's have a gradient. Let it be linear gradient. And linear gradient has a property called begin. The gradient is begin at from the top and it's ending at the right with darker colors of it's yellow. For that, it's begin at alignment dot top center and ends at alignment dot bottom center. Now we can give the colors. For that, colors will be in a list. There will be a list of colors, and the first color will be light primary, and the second color will be dark primary. Now let's reload this app. Yeah. Now the gradient has been applied. Next, we have to create the incident components here. For that, let's create a child for this container. The first child, the child will be scaffold. Okay, our gradient has been covered with a white color. To remove that, let's set the background color of the scaffold to transparent. Yeah. Now our gradient is shown. Now, in the scaffold, let's create body, and it will be single child scroll view. And the child of single child scroll view will be a column. And the cross-axis alignment of the column will be cross-axis alignment dot start. The children. The first of the column will be, okay, let it be head text. For that, let's create head text. To create this, let's create components in the SignIn Screen. Inside the components, let's create a Dart file and name it as head text. Let's import Flutter material.dart. Let's create a stateless widget and name it as head text. Let's call this head text in the SignIn Screen and let's import it here. To create the head text, first let's check our design. There will be a small gap at the top and two text in the column. Okay, let's create that. For that, to get the size of the screen, let's create a. To get the size of the screen, we have a command size equal to media query dot of context dot size. Now change the container to column. And column will have children. Children. Now let's give the first child as a size box to give the top some space. The height of the size box will be size.height star 0.05. Okay. Then let's give a cross-axis alignment. Cross-axis alignment dot start. Okay. Next cell will be text. The text will be welcome. Let's reload the app. Okay, let's give a padding to this column. Let's wrap with a padding and just change all to symmetric. Padding from horizontal will be app padding and vertical will be app padding divided by 2. Let's rearrange the code. Okay. Let's style this text by style text style, and font size will be 24 and font weight to W600, font weight dot W600. Let's reload. Yeah. Next, we need to create the sign-in text. For that, let's copy and paste this text again and change the welcome to sign in. Let's change the font size to 36 and font weight to bold. Okay, let's reload. Yeah, that's perfect. Now our head text is completed. Now let's create rest. For that, go to the SignIn Screen and let's create another component. Let's call it as credentials. For that, go to the components and create a Dart file named as credential container. Okay, let's name it as credentials let's import material.dart. Let's create a stateless widget and name it as credentials. Let's import this in the SignIn Screen. Let's call it here. Let's import it here. Now let's go to here. Inside the credentials, first we have email input, and then we have password, and we have a forward password text and a sign button. To create that, let's change this container to column. Okay, let's wrap this column with a padding and let's keep that app padding. Okay, let's have children here. Let's make the cross-axis alignment to cross-axis alignment.start. Okay. Now, first we have to create the email input. For that, let's create inside string. Let's create a dot directory and name it as rectangular input field. While we are creating, this is first we have to create widget and let's place this inside that. Okay, sorry for that. Let's delete it. Okay. First, let's create a directory and name it as widgets. Inside widgets, let's create a dot file and call it as rectangular input field. Why we are naming it as why we are giving in a separate file that? So, while we are using a input field inside this project in any other area, we just need to call that. We does not need to code the entire thing by designing all the shadows and the gradients. For that, go to the widgets and let's create a dot file and let's name it as rectangular input field. In rectangular input field, let's import material Flutter material.wrap. Let's create a stateless widget and let's call it as rectangular input field. Okay. Inside rectangle input field, we need to pass a string called int text. We need int text here. We need a string for the int text and icon data for icon. These icons like profile icon, email icon, password icon. For that, we need icon data. Let's name it as icon. We need a bool for obscure text. Obscure text. Let's create the final field format parameters and let's make all this required. Okay, all these are done. Next, let's change this container with a text field. Yes, and the cursor color will be black. Let the obscure text to obscure text, and let's have a decoration. Input decoration. Let's be hint text to hint text. Let's style this text by hint style. Text style, color black dot with opacity 0.7, and let's give a font size of 18. Okay. Next. Okay, let's set the prefix icon also. For that, prefix icon, icon. Let's give a color black dot with opacity 0.7, and a size of 20. Okay, and let's also give the border to input border.run. Okay, let's call this inside the credentials. Let's call it here. Rectangular input field. First syntax will be email. Icon will be icons dot email, that secure text to false, to false. Now let's run the code. Okay, now we have to create this our neumorphic design. For that, go to the rectangular input field and we have to create another container for that. For that, go to the widgets and let's create a Dart file and name it as neumorphic text field container. Let's give the name as small letter and neumorphic text. Neumorphic text field container. Let's import Flutter material.dart. Let's create a stateless widget. Let's name it as neumorphic text field container. Okay, neumorphic text field container. Let's wrap this with text field container, neumorphic text field container. Okay, and inside the neumorphic text field container, let's create a widget. Final widget child. Okay, let's make this tab required. Okay. Then what's doing is we are passing this as a child through neumorphic text field container, and here let's the container. Let's have a bit. It will be size. Okay, that will be double dot infinity. And okay, let's give a color to black and just check. Okay, there's nothing showing. I think let's try it with the child also. Let's pass the child and let's see. Okay, there's the container. That's right. And let's remove this color and let's give our designs. We have a gradient over here and box shadow to make the container look neumorphic. For that, first let's create a margin edge instance dot symmetric, and let's give vertical as app padding divided by 2. Okay, now let's have a decoration, box decoration, and let's apply our gradient. For that, go to our SignIn screen and just copy this gradient, copy, and just go to the Neumorphic text field container and let's paste it here. And in this design we have the gradient from right to left. For that, make it first to start from the left, center left, and ends at the center right. Okay, let's run this code. Yeah, now the gradient has been applied. Now let's have a border radius. For that, border radius dot circular, let's give it as 12. Yeah, now the border radius has been applied. Next, let's create the box shadows and let's make that neumorphic design. For that, for creating a neumorphic design, to make it, if a container need to be, if we need to a container to go in depth, means we are making the container look like it's into the screen, it's curved inwards, or it's not embossed, it's into the screen. We need a darker shade at the top and lighter shade at the bottom. To make it embossed or push towards us, we need a lighter shade at the top and a darker shade at the bottom. This is the main concept of the neumorphic design. So we need the input container to be look into that thing. For that, first we need to create a darker shade at the top. For that, let's create a box shadow. Box shadow will be named list, and first box shadow will be, let's create an offset of -2, -2, and let's keep a spread radius of 1, a blur radius of 4, and color to dark shadow. Okay, let's run the code. Yeah, now we get a top shadow, and now it's making us into that state. And let's create one more shadow to make it more realistic. For that, copy this and paste it. Let's change the offset to +2 and +2, and rest all will be the same. Okay, just change the dark shadow to light shadow. Okay, yeah, now it's look perfect, and that's all. We have created our first neumorphic container. Now let's create our design rest. Next we need the password. For that, go to the credentials. Let's copy and paste it again. Sorry, let's put a comma. Let's change the hint text to password. Let's make the icon true. Password outlined. Is not password outlined. Is that lock? Yeah, it's lock. And obscure test to true. Okay, let's run it. Let's reload. Okay, that's done. I think, but it little bit closer here. For that, let's create a size box here, and let's give height as app padding divided by 2. Okay, that's done. Let's do. Okay, now it looks perfect. And next, we need a text. That will be the forward. For that, let's give the size box again. Now let's create a text. Text will be forget password. And let's put a question mark. Yeah, let's style this text style. Font weight will be W400, and let's have a font size of 17. Okay, and to make it to come to the center, let's wrap this text widget with a center widget. Now it will come to the center. That's done. And next we have to create the embossed content here. For that, let's create another widget. Let's name this as Neumorphic rectangular button, or just rectangular button. We are already creating a neumorphic design. Let's name it as just as rectangular button. Let's import Flutter material.dart. Let's create a stateless widget and name it as rectangular button. In this rectangular button, we need two parameters, which are a string to display this text, and then just a function. If that button is pressed, we need any function to perform. For that, let's create a string. Let's send as text. Okay, and we need another parameter, which is a final. We need a function here, but after the null safety comes in the Flutter, we need to give it as void callback. Okay, void callback. Let's add here. Let's make this as required. Okay. Now let's go to these credentials and call it. Let's call rectangular button, and the text will be SignIn. And let's give an empty function here. Okay. Now this button looks like it's embossed, so we need a lighter shadow at the top and the darker shadow at the bottom. Okay. For that, first let us wrap this container with a gesture detector. and let's pass the on tap, and let's pass our function press, and for now it will be empty. And here let's have a padding. Let's wrap with a padding, and it will be only to the top and the bottom. For top it will be a padding, and at bottom it will be a padding divided by 2. Okay, that's done. And now let's give the width of this as double dot infinity. Okay, let's give the height as, let's give it as 65. Now let's give a color black and just check the height. Yeah, this looks perfect. Let's remove this color and let's have a decoration, box decoration, and let's have a border radius dot circular, border radius of circular to 12. Now we need a gradient here. For that, let's go to the SignIn Screen and just again copy this gradient, and let's go to the rectangular button and let's paste it. And for this we need a darker shade at the top and a lighter shade at the bottom. For that, let's switch these colors. Ctrl X and just paste it at the top. Just reload the app. Yeah, now it looks good. And now let's have this box. Next, let's have this shadows. For that, let's go to the Neumorphic text field and let's copy this. Copy, and let's go to the rectangular button and let's paste it after this linear gradient. And we need to change this, as if the button is little bit bigger, let's give a little bit offset to it. First, let's give a 3, positive 3, positive 3, and spread radius to 1 and border radius to 4. Okay, that's good. And let's have the second to -5, -5, and to light shadow. Okay, let's reload and check. Yeah, now it looks as it's embossed. That's cool. And next we need this text. For this text, let's okay, after this box decoration, let's have a child, and child will be text, and the text will be the text which has passed from the screen, and the style will be text style. Font size will be a 20 and a font weight to W600. Okay, let's reload and check. Yeah, to make this to be at center, let's wrap the widget with a center widget. Yeah, now it looks perfect. I think let's make the font weight as 700 or 800. Yeah, this looks good. And now we need to create this icon, social icons, and we need this a text to not have sign up or sign in. For that, okay, this is done. Let's go to the SignIn Screen and let's create others. For that, go to the components, go to new and create a Dart file and name it as social icons. or just name it as social. Let it be just social. And first let us import Flutter material.dart. Let's create a stateless widget and name it as social. And let's call it here. Here we go. Inside this, let's change the container to column. In this design, we are creating this alt text and 3 social icons, and let's let it do in this text also as here. For that, now we have a column. Let's have children. The first children will be a text. Text will be just O. Just reload. Here there is the O. Let's style text style. Font size will be 17 and a font weight to W400. Yeah, that's done. And when we create these icons, this will move to the center, and we does not need to wrap with a center widget because we does not give the alignment to start. As default, the alignment will be to the center. Okay. Next, let's have a row, and we need to create these icons. And let's have the main axis alignment dot space between, and let's have children, and the first children will be okay. We can create it as another widget. Okay. Inside the widgets, create a new Dart file and name it as rounded button, or just Neumorphic rounded button. Okay, rounded button. Let's import Flutter material.dart. Let's create a stateless widget and let's call it as rounded button. Okay. As this rounded button looks similar to this button, but just in the shape of round. So as it looks similar, let's copy that. Just go to the rounded rectangular button and let's try to copy. Okay, let's completely copy and just paste it here and just change to rounded button. And now we need to change this text. There is no text coming from the rounded button, but it will be image source. Let's paste it here also. Okay, and let's import the constants file, and it will be not text. Okay, now let's remove, and we will do that later. And now let's call this here rounded button, and image source will be assets / images / google.png, and on press will be at for of now, let it be an empty function. Okay. Let's reload this. Okay, so now nothing is coming. It's showing vendor box field. Okay. Let's go to the rounded button. Let's change this width, and the width will be 65. And let's in the box decoration, just remove the border radius and let's make the shape and box shape to circle. And let's reload. Okay, that's perfect. Now we can add some padding to this. For that, wrap with the row with a padding and just change all to symmetric and horizontal to padding. Okay. Now what we need, okay, we need to add the image. For that, create a child will be image dot asset and it will be image source. It's not src, let's rename it src. Okay, let's reload. Okay, there the Google comes, and just give a padding here. Padding at chipset.org, and let's get as that padding. Becomes too tiny looking. Just add padding divided by 2. Yeah, that looks perfect. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's all. Now let's create the rest button. For that, go to the social here, just copy and paste it 3 times and just change the name to Facebook and Twitter. Okay, just reload the app. Yeah, all the icons has come. Next, we need to create this text. For that, okay, let we can create it here itself. Here, let's create a size box. Let's have a height to app padding and we need to create this text. For that, go to the widgets, and in this text, if we click it, I am not signed in, it should go to this next screen. Okay. For that, go to the widgets and create a new Dart file. Here's the Dart file. Let's name it as account check. Okay, paste account check. Let's import Flutter material.dart. Let's create a stateless widget and name it as account check. Okay, I think that is to see an account. Okay. For this account check, we need 2 parameters, which will be a bool to check is it in a login screen or sign up screen. For that, a bool value, let's name it as login. And a function, that be void callback. Okay. Let's add final field parameters. And let's make this repair. Okay. And now we have to create this. And for that, let's change this to row. That main axis alignment dot center. That first add children. First children will be text. And text will be okay. If we are login, it should display don't have an account. Don't have an account. Okay. Don't have an account. Login. And next, if we have one, if we are signing, just name it as already account. Already have an account. Okay. Already have account. Okay. Now let's style this. Style, text style, font size to 16. Okay. Now let's copy this again and let's give, if it is login, we need to give sign up. So sign up, and if we are not login, we need to give sign in. Okay, and just give this as, just give a font weight also here. Let it be bold. Okay, that's done. And if we press here, we need a function also. For that, just wrap with a gesture detector. And on tab, just name it as press. Okay, that's done. Now go to social. Let's call the account check here. Account check. Yeah, and the login will be okay, let's true. As it is in SignUp Screen, it will be true. True. And now let's give an empty function here. We will add the function later. Okay, let's check. Yeah, now our first page is completed. Now let's, if we click here, it should go to the second page. And we do not have account. If we click on sign up, we need to go to second page. And let's check the second page. It looks just similar. So we can copy and paste a lot of things and just, okay, let's copy this entire numbers. Just copy the SignIn Screen, copy, and just again paste it in the strings. And now change the sign in to sign up. Okay, just add all these files. Okay, to avoid confusions, just close all these files. Okay, then first let's go to the social of sign-in. Yeah, this is social of sign-in, and before that, let's have the SignIn screen and change this to SignUp. SignUp. Okay. In this, we need to have imported a social icon. That's also changed to SignUp, just in case we have forgot. Okay, that's done. And go to the social of SignIn screen and let's navigate to that. Just have a navigator. Navigator.push context, and route will be material page route. Material page route builder. Will pass a context. And let's return SignUp Screen. Okay. SignUp Screen. Okay. Let's place the following here also. Let's rearrange the code. Okay. And now let's make changes in the SignUp screen, so it will look different. For that, go to the SignUp screen. Just change the name here also. It's SignUp. Okay, SignUp screen. We have head text and change this to SignUp. That's done. And in social, okay, let's copy this press function and paste it here. Here the login will be false. And it will go to the SignIn screen. Okay, now let's reload the app. Okay, now it's in the welcome SignIn screen. If you click here, it will change. Already have an account, it will go to the SignUp screen. Now only thing in the SignUp screen is the additional this field. To create that, just go to credentials and we can copy this entire size box here and paste it, and just pass email. Let's pass it as username, and the icon will be of a person. Okay, this person, and of secure text to false. Okay, that's all. Just reload the app. Yeah. When we click on this, sign in, and when we click sign up. That's all. Then we successfully complete our design, the neumorphic design, and it looks good. If you like this video, please give a like to this video and subscribe to our channel. And for further videos, stay tuned and keep watching. For this video, thank you.